I want to call the Honourable the Deputy Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. I rise to second the bill. Maya Angelou wrote, "Love recognises no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope." We are full of hope when we say, "I want to walk through life by your side." When we say, "I want to share the good times and the bad with you." When we say, "I want to grow old with you." Neither hope nor love are so common nor so cheap that we should deny their legitimacy because of gender. As a legislator, I'm proud of the fact that the previous parliament changed 85 laws to remove discrimination against LGBTI Australians and same-sex couples. That's Labor's legacy. That's behind us. What's before us is a final challenge: to remove this last great inequality from same-sex couples. How can it be fair to deny one group in our community, citizens of Australia, the legal protections and responsibilities that marriage confers? In a few years' time, the notion that two men who love each other or two women who love each other could be barred from the social and legal status that marriage confers will seem as anachronistic as laws which prevented Aboriginal Australians marrying whom they chose. No one can imagine today that Jack Akbar and Lally Matbar had to fight for years in the 1920s to be allowed to marry, because Lally was Aboriginal and Jack was not. Indeed, Lally was jailed after she and Jack eloped. Their 4 children never knew the barriers that their parents had to overcome to marry until after their deaths. The state being able to deny marriage on racial grounds is obscene to us today, and so it will be in the future for same-sex marriage. This is not a question of tolerance. It is a question of legal equality. This bill makes it clear that no church will be forced to marry any couple, but our government and our legal institutions should not discriminate. In the lead-up to the Irish vote, author Sebastian Barry wrote, and I quote, "I don't see it as a matter of tolerance so much as apology. Apology for all the hatred, violence, suspicion, patronisation, ignorance, murder, maiming, hunting, intimidation, terrorising, shaming, diminishment, discrimination, destruction, and yes, intolerance, visited upon a section of humanity for God knows how many hundreds of years, if not millennia." Sebastian Barry's gay son was just short of 18 and too young to vote. Barry wrote, "By voting yes, I will be engaging in the simple task of honouring the majesty, radiance and promise of his human soul." I hope that by making this change, we will make it clear to every young man or woman shamed or shy about their sexuality, struggling alone to come to terms with being different from their brothers or sisters, their best friends, it's just fine. It'll be fine. We accept you how you are. And we'll be saying to the same-sex couples who've loved each other tenderly for years or even decades, who've supported each other financially and emotionally, nursed one another in sickness and woven their families together, we see you. And we'll be saying to the many, many kids who have 2 mums or 2 dads or 2 of each, we know you're proud of your family and you have every right to be. It is time, it is well past time, that this parliament says to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and intersex Australians, we recognise that you love, and that's more important than who you love. So, to paraphrase William Shakespeare, let us not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. I commend the bill to the House.
I thank the Honourable the Deputy